Salam, salam. Peaceful, 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 peace. Peaceful, 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 peace.
Mumbai, a city well known for its all-encompassing multifaceted spirit and liveliness, is amongst the prominent cities of the world. This financial capital of India represents the true face of unity in diversity. Off the eastern coast of Mumbai, at Sion lies of open land the Somaiya ground, a location ideal for this international summit. The International Islamic Peace Conference and Exhibition was held consecutively for 3 years at this very venue. The Somaiya ground was hired for 4 weeks. The temporary structures were constructed in a short span of 2 weeks. The event was conducted for 10 days and the structures were demolished in 4 days. It was indeed a gigantic endeavor, building a magnificent setup for the proposed event virtually from scratch. Skilled and dedicated workers, technicians, set and decor specialists, art directors, visualizers and designers, among others, worked round the clock to transform the calm environs of the location into a global kaleidoscopic landscape for promoting Islam and peace. People from various socio-cultural backgrounds from India and abroad turned up in large numbers to witness the conference. Entry was free with quick registrations. For the safety and security of all present at the venue, a meticulously planned security system was in place, adequately manned and monitored with state-of-the-art equipment and technology. For understanding and appreciating Islam at the Peace Conference, a permanent 10-day exhibition on Islam was featured in air-conditioned pavilions having over 400 panels on Islamic faith and tenets with references from the glorious Quran and Hadith, as well as 50 model displays on Islam. Huge and enthusiastic gathering of Muslims from India and abroad attended the Jummah Khutbah and Salah in Jamaat, led by Sheikh Ali Al-Abbasi, the Imam of Masjid Al-Aqsa, Jerusalem. This was the largest Islamic conference of its kind in the history of Islamic world, with a spacious venue of over 35 acres. Audiences attending in hundreds of thousands to witness the 10-day conference and exhibition, and professional recording for television of the event from the first to the last day.
Brothers and sisters, the world-renowned sheikhs and esteemed speakers before you all.
The best selected English-speaking Islamic scholars and orators of international stature came together on one platform. The International Islamic Peace Conference and Exhibition was telecast live around the world on Peace TV. The tone of the conference was set with brief inaugural speeches by all the international speakers present, namely Abdur Rahim Green, UK,
from the evil consequence of our evil actions.
Yasir Fazaga, USA,
where to learn from an insect, the bee is the insect to learn from.
Yasir Qadri, USA,
is that it does not need supporting evidence.
Our
Fariq
objective
Naik, India,
peace. Our way is peace. Our dream is peace. Our mission is peace. Our vision is peace. Our aspiration is peace. Our destination is peace. We love peace, and inshallah we will attain peace.
Hussein Yi, Malaysia,
Times people offer the Islamic greeting to all of you.
Salim Al-Amri, UAE,
or establish or achieve without being in peace with your Creator.
Saeed Raghe, Somalia.
Behind you there is a long line of people. All of them are going other than paradise.
Asim Al Hakim, Saudi Arabia.
Woman or child until you all accept Islam. On the spot, every single one of them embraced Islam.
O you
Yusuf
who believe,
Estes,
give Allah
USA.
His rights, have fear for Allah's anger, and don't die except in a state of Islam as Muslim.
Dr. Jamal Badawi, Canada.
Connected one time with mercy and another time with forgiveness, which is quite significant.
Dr. Jafar Idris, Sudan.
Messages, but it is their task to explain that message to their people in their own languages.
Dr. Mamdouh Muhammad, USA.
Is an endless source of knowledge for humanity.
Dr. Zaghlal Al-Najjar, Egypt.
Creator, all glory be to Him, without parallels, partners, or similars.
Haytham Al-Haddad, UK.
Or the challenge of secularism, or the challenge of liberalism. That is the real challenge.
Yahya Ibrahim, Australia.
Of perseverance, of assistance of your brother or your sister in their sin.
Saying that
Jimmy
God
Jones,
created
USA.
And putting into action, as many of my colleagues have said, is the answer to this crisis.
Dr. Ahmad Ibn Saifuddin, Saudi Arabia.
To see what we can do in this great conference.
Dr. Lawrence Brown, USA.
In their lives asks themselves, who made me and why am I here?
Adhar Khan, India.
Shuhada lillah. Stand out firmly for justice as witnesses for Allah.
Abdul Rahim McCarthy, USA.
The only true solution for the problems of all the problems of mankind is Islam.
Abdul Bari Yahya, USA.
Spread the peace. Spread the salams. As-salam. Peace.
How these
James Yee, USA.
were being persecuted for their faith, for believing in one God, for believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Arib Islam, South Africa.
It's a life-changing, peace-changing experience.
Yusuf Idris, Sudan.
Especially through prayers.
Ammar Amanet, USA.
We are not able to do that. We cannot proclaim the message of Islam without peace and security.
Dr. Shoaib Sayyed, India. And Dr. Zakir Naik, India. Dr. Zakir Naik, the illustrious and world-renowned scholar on Islam and comparative religion, has long been committed to the noble purpose of spreading the word of Islam. His style of oratory bears an uncanny resemblance to his mentor and the person who has influenced him most in making dawah his passion for life, Sheikh Ahmad Deedat.
And remembering the person who changed my life towards peace. The person who changed me from the doctor of the body to the doctor of the soul is none other than late Sheikh Ahmad Deedat.
To combat untoward emergencies, considering the scope of the event and the huge crowds present, there were ready facilities of fire brigades, ambulances and a free medical care center for all the 10 days. Throughout the 10-day event, elaborate security arrangements were maintained and hundreds of professionals and security personnel were deployed. Teams of police officers were there on strict vigilance around the clock to ensure the safety and security of all the people present throughout the conference. To avoid monotony and add grandeur to the presentations, the color, design and appearance of more than 12,000 square foot huge open-air stage sets as well as the indoor stage with state-of-the-art intelligent lighting and props were modified every day. This maintained the liveliness and interest both in the proceedings and amongst the audience. The much-awaited speech by Dr. Zakir Naik on women's rights in Islam, protected or subjugated, was telecast live across the world as he held a large audience in rapt attention by his logical and convincing presentation on the women's rights enshrined in Islam.
Women have actually degraded her to a status of concubine, mistresses and society butterflies, which are employed as mere tools in the hands of sex marketers and pleasure seekers, which are hidden behind the colorful screen of art and culture.
Dr. Zakir Naik spoke with his usual candor and certainty, followed by his infallible answers to probing questions on the topic.
So for you to go to heaven, besides upbringing your two daughters correctly, you have to follow the laws of the Quran and the Sahih Hadith and be a believer. Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu.
Highly influenced and spellbound by the righteous and noble message of the conference, many people embraced Islam and reverted to the true faith.
I feel that Dr. Zakir Naik is such a gem to this world, and he is a true genius.
Alhamdulillah, he is very knowledgeable and he has inspired many non-Muslims.
Well, he is an excellent person. I should say that he is a role model for me. He is one who has changed my life. You can ask him any questions, any sensitive issues, anything. He is very forthright and he gives a logical answer. At the same time, it's based on the Quran because he's always quoting verses.
Dr. Jamal Badawi reflected on